Texas sun was relentless that afternoon at Mike A. Meyer Stadium, but so was the tension on the track. Spectators leaned forward in their seats, eyes glued to the lanes. They'd come expecting speed, but no one could predict what was about to unfold. In lane 5 stood a familiar silhouette. Tate Taylor, the junior phenom from Harlan High School, took his mark. Just beside him, clad in Duncanville red, was his longtime track and field rival, Brayden Williams. Meanwhile, the air sizzled, thick with anticipation. After all, it wasn't just any 100-meter final. This was a final, the 2025 Texas UIL 6A State Championships. And the crowd knew they were about to witness history. The gun cracked. Tate exploded from the blocks like a coiled spring, his arms pumped with laser precision, each stride gobbling up the track. But right there, right on his heels, was Brayden Williams, surged with that familiar ferocity. Neck and neck, lane 5 and 6, history raced side by side. Meanwhile, the commentator's voice cracked with disbelief. One of the best stars in the game is Brayden Williams, and he is there. Here comes Tate Taylor. They're neck and neck. There goes Tate Taylor. I told you Tate Taylor is the one who can win it, and I think he does. We got to see the clock. 1.1. And it is a win legal 9.92 by Tate Taylor. The numbers flashed, and it was a state title, a national high school record, and the number 2 U20 time in the world. Brayden Williams, for all his grit, crossed just a heartbeat later. 10.01 seconds and 8 precious points for Duncanville. But a month earlier, he had shocked the nation with a wind-aided 9.82, proving he too was among the elite. That race had set the tone for May 3rd. So this was personal. This was a legacy. Later, under the stadium lights, Tate stood for interviews, breath still catching from his electrifying run. When asked about Brayden, the fire returned to his eyes. Not the kind born from animosity, but from mutual respect forged in years of tight finishes. Me and Brayden have a rivalry going back from like 2 years ago where we always go head-to-head in that straightaway, man, he said. The indoor in the 60, outdoor in the 200, it's always a good rivalry. So I know anytime I race Brayden, I'm going to have a good race. And he's going to put together a good race as well. But Tate's dominance didn't end with the 100M. Just hours later, the track and field athletes scorched the curve and came charging home in the 200-meter final, putting up another historic mark. That performance secured him the number 3 spot in the all-time high school rankings. Yet, Tate's words were humble for all the records and accolades. Ultimately speaking, I just want to have fun, man. Thank God I was here for the opportunity. Thank God he brought everybody else here for the opportunity, and very blessed. All glory to him, man. That day, Tate Taylor didn't just run. He arrived, and so did the rivalry that's shaping high school sprinting future. Because while 9.92 seconds etched his name in the record books, the chase with Brayden Williams is writing the story. And the story has some more chapters. To truly grasp what Tate Taylor did on May 3rd in Austin, you have to look beyond the finish line, beyond the gold medal draped around his neck, beyond even the national record he just shattered. Because 9.92 seconds isn't just fast, it's generational. At the World Athletics U20 level, which includes every teenage sprinter on earth, only one name stands above Tate on the all-time list, Letzel Tebogo. The Botswanan phenom made global headlines when he clocked 9.91 in 2022, a run that many called the Usain Bolt moment of his generation. Now, just 100th of a second behind, Tate Taylor has joined that rarefied air. And get this, he's still a junior in high school. Moreover, his 9.92 makes him the number 2 U20 sprinter in track and field history. Not just in the U.S., not just among high schoolers, in history. That time leapfrog names you probably watched on Olympic stages. Examples? Noah Lyles, Arion Knighton, and Trayvon Bromell. So, in other words, Tate Taylor is doing things no American teen sprinter has ever done, and doing them clean, smooth, and win legal. The 9.92 was a fluke. It was a signal, a shift, a new standard for what's possible. And perhaps most importantly, it's just the beginning.